Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah Kudash. Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father in the Hebrew language, who the word ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai being the name of his Son in the Hebrew language, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone, the men that taught me this truth through the Spirit. Peace and blessings to you brothers that's teaching this word in truth and sincerity. And peace and blessings to the rest of the elect of the house of Israel that's scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Now today, I want to do a response to the elder brother Yashawamba video name, What If Doesn't Exist. In this video, he was touching on how, which many brothers face being in this world, all right, being in the conditions, the impoverished and oppressed conditions that we live in, all right? We battle mental illnesses, okay? And one of the things he was bringing out in this video was how your mind is racing and your mind is creating scenarios and creating things that doesn't even exist or didn't even happen yet. And the brother, he touched on it briefly and quickly, but it was powerful. And it sparked my spirit to do a response, because one of the terminology is called anxiety. All right? Which is a demon. Anxiety is a spirit, okay, that attacks you and it plagues you so you won't be concentrated on Yahweh and Yahweh Shai or even focused on your day-to-day living. And one of the reasons that we suffer from anxiety as a people, or we being plagued by the spirit of anxiety, is because of the poor conditions that we're living in, the wickedness, the wicked spirit that's on our people, and all the odds that stacked against us being in this society. You're depressed and oppressed at your job. You're oppressed and depressed in your homes, the school systems, whatever the situation that you're in. Our people is at the bottom of the totem pole, and we all fighting each other, killing each other, and doing all manners of wickedness to each other, keeping ourselves at the bottom. All right? But the beautiful thing about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he picked us out of the filth, and he cleansed us, and he washed us with his word. And now he put the light within us so we are able to combat the demon known as anxiety. So now let's get into it. Anxiety disorder overview. Experiencing occasional anxiety is a normal part of life. However, people with anxiety disorders frequently have intense, excessive, and persistent worry and fear about everyday situations. And the brother brought that out in a video. You be creating up scenarios that didn't even happen yet. Now we know, according to biblical prophecy, that we're coming into the time of Jacob's trouble. There's going to be martial law. There's going to be famine, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. There's going to be race riots. There's going to be all manners of hell. Okay? And when you know that, that gives you a general fear of what are you going to do to survive those times. But just like the scriptures tell us that these bad times are going to come upon us, the scriptures also tell us that the elect will be saved and protected from those dangerous and chaotic times. So you have to have faith. That's why the Lord told us, he always got on the disciples about having little faith, O ye of little faith. Because just like the Most High has the power to bring the troubles and the evils and the bad times and the judgment, he has the same power to save, to bless, to forgive, and have mercy. And you being a servant of the Lord, you have to pray, for the better and hope for the better. So read it on. It says excessive and persistent worry and fear about everyday situations. Often, anxiety disorders involve repeated episodes of sudden feelings of intense anxiety and fear or terror that reach a peak within minutes. Panic attacks. Some brothers experience on a great level. Some brothers experience this on a low level. But at the end of the day, it makes you unproductive. And all brothers face this. All brothers battle this. But you got to pray to fight those demons. Like Yahushua fought Satan when he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. So just like Yahushua combated Satan, we got to combat the spirit of anxiety. It says these feelings of anxiety and panic interfere with daily activities, such as doing shows, such as loving your neighbor as yourself, forsaking not the assembly of the brothers, congregating with brothers, doing shows. So it says, and I'm using this for a spiritual sense, but even things, your day-to-day livings, as being unproductive and performing good at work, being productive and performing good with your family or loved ones, or whatever responsibilities the brother that's listening may have. Every brother cross is different. Some brothers don't have families. Some brothers' work ain't that bad. So, et cetera, et cetera. To how it fits you, you take it. So it says, you may avoid places. It says, Salakia, these feelings of anxiety and panic interfere with daily activities. It says, are difficult to control, are out of proportion to the actual danger, and can last a long time. You may avoid places or situations to prevent these feelings. Symptoms may start during childhood or teen years and continue into adulthood. And we're dealing with generational, trauma. We're dealing with spiritual trauma because we are dealing with the curses of the Most High. See, this thing starts with spiritual and then it plays out onto the physical. Because we're dealing with the curses of the Most High, and then the Most High is physically punishing us by not having good relationships with our loved ones, our family, being the last hired and the first fired. Or if you got a job, you treat it like shit or not getting paid for your skills or your talents. We at the end of the totem pole at all spectrums of life. All right? And that empowers the spiritual demon of anxiety, which is what is Satan's minions. So it says, you may avoid places or situations to prevent these feelings. Symptoms may start during childhood or teen years and continue into adulthood. Examples of anxiety disorder include generalized anxiety disorder, social anxiety disorder, social phobia, specific phobias, and separation anxiety disorder. You can have more than one anxiety disorder. Sometimes anxiety results from a medical condition that needs treatment. Whatever form of anxiety you have, treatment can help. And first and foremost, the treatment is the scriptures. The treatment is the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which we're going to get into. This is the true medicine. This is the true medicine. This is the true cure. This is the alkaline water that your spirit and life needs. This is the true herbs that your spirit and life needs. All right? So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 31. Therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat? Excuse me. What shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or wherewithal shall we be clothed? Because you sitting there You creating up scenarios that didn't even occur yet. Like the brother said in the video, like elder brother Ariala told him, don't focus on what's not happening, focus on what is. Just like the scriptures say, you're supposed to count your blessings. You're supposed to count your blessings. Despite what we might be facing in the near future, despite what we're going through right now, you got to remember what the Most High has blessed you with. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures, the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, the beautiful brotherhood. And then after that, all the minute earthly things that we have. You got a roof over your head, clothes on your back, and food to eat every day. And if you need help with something, you need to speak up. Because brothers can't read your mind. We're not mind readers. So it says, therefore take no thought saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? So don't be questioning, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? Because the Most High, just like he got you this far in life, he can push you and get you further in the times of trouble, in the times of evil. Because he is the one that's bringing the trouble and evil to the planet Earth. So for after all these things, Salak. I was supposed to start above. This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, for ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body more than raiment? So we're not supposed to be caught up into how are we going to survive the famine. We should be doomsday prepping. We should teach our kids, how to use military guns and all this, that, and the third. We should learn how to use guns. We should stock up on clothes, stock up on food. Isn't the life more than meat, and the body more than raiment? Behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? So if the wild animals, the birds, the creeping things, the lions, tigers, bears, gazelles, horses, oxes, buffaloes, eagles, if all these animals eat every day, how much more you, a person that's serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua with fear and trembling? And that even applies to your kids, Lord's will. If that's the Lord's spirit, if that's the Lord's will for your kids to be saved and protected, your kids will be saved and protected. Remember, the scriptures say that a man is the head of this household. So if your kids is under the age, they will be saved and delivered from your righteousness, from your works. That same thing applies to your unbelieving woman. She'll be saved by your righteousness and your works, if it's the Lord, if it seems fit for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So it says, which of you, by taking thought, can add 1 cubit onto his stature? Can you add to your height? No, you cannot. Can you do some type of take this herb and take this, that, and third to make you grow taller? So it says, and why take ye thought for raiment, for clothes? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. And yet I say unto you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. So the flower does nothing to be beautiful. That's just how the Most High created it to be. So you think you're not going to have clothes or shelter when the time of trouble and evil comes to the planet Earth? Wherefore, if the Most High clothe the grass of the field, which today is, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much clothe you, O ye of little faith? So the brothers that's fighting the spirit of anxiety, don't get caught up into tomorrow, for tomorrow shall take thought of itself. Don't get caught up on what's going to happen to your kids, what's going to happen to your woman, what's going to happen to you. Tomorrow's going to take thought of it for itself. So you concern yourself with what's going on today, and you try your best through the spirit to be productive and proactive every day. That's something that I'm fighting to do, and every brother's fighting to do. The works don't only consist of doing shows, which is the way we get the message out, but loving your neighbor as yourself and being your brother's keeper. And what are you doing for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua every day? Therefore, take no thought saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or whether withal shall we be clothed? For all these things do the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father know that ye have need of all these things. So you think the Lord don't know we need protection in the time of trouble? You think the Lord don't know that we need food and famine? We need health and pestilence? The Lord knows all these things. And you got to keep yourself, you got to remind yourself of this every day. That's why you got to seek the Lord every day. You got to search the scriptures every day. You got to take time out your day to feed your spirit, man. Feed positivity. Feed your joy. Because this world will put you in a cycle of darkness, sorcery, witchcraft, and sin. Everything that's contrary to the Most High. And before you know it, all this time passed of you not being productive because you lost the battle to the spiritual demon of anxiety. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and all his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. And that's plain and simple. Seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High. And we supposed to be doing that every day. There's 24 hours in a day. So you're supposed to be seeking for the Most High every day. Just like you wake up, you make sure you get to work on time. You make sure you eat every day. You make sure your kids are fed or your woman is fed. You got to make sure your spirit is fed. You got to make sure you gave some praise and some glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And when you do that, that stacks your spiritual treasure, your spiritual bank account up, and that helps you combat Satan on the day-to-day battles. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7. Cast all your care upon him, for he cared for you. You're supposed to cast your thoughts upon the Lord. You wondering why you fighting so much against Satan and you not being productive and proactive is because you're not meditating on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua properly. And I'm speaking off experience. When you lose perspective and perception of the scriptures of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you are wandering in the congregation of the dead. And if you try to, when you dibble and dabble, you lose faith, man. You lose sight of the kingdom of heaven. And next thing you know, before you know it, you back in the world. So it says, casting all your care upon him. So all those heavy thoughts that you're going through, all those worries and things of that nature, like the elder Yashawama said, the what ifs, you cast that upon the Lord. Let the Lord's will be done. The Lord got my back. He'll guide me through this. You got to believe that. You got to promote that more than, oh my God, what am I going to do? Or what's going to happen? It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. When you go back to Job, Satan told Yahweh that he was walking to and fro throughout the earth, causing mischief and trouble and wickedness, man. So even when you think you down, watching TV, listening to music, Satan is looking to get at you. Or he's finding ways to keep you separate from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. He's trying to sever that tide. This ain't about just having a garment on and calling the white man a devil and cursing out our people. This is about the traditions, the customs, and living like Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua on earth. It said, whom resisted steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So you're not by yourself battling Satan. You're not by yourself fighting anxiety, PTSD. What else is there? Depression. And all the other mental issues that our people face. This is the point and the purpose of the scriptures. Last one. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, verse 12. For fear is nothing else but the betraying of the succourers, which reasoneth offereth. So fear, anxiety, doubt, and all the other mental health issues, which are demons, is nothing but the betraying of the succourers, which means the help. Succourers means the help, which reasoneth authoreth. So you don't believe or think that the Most High has the power to help you. And that's Satan. Satan makes you doubt the Most High. So it says, in the expectation from within being less, so the actual thing that you're going through is less, counteth the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth forth the torment. So your thoughts is far worse than the hell that you're actually going through. What you think is going to happen is far worse than the reality of the situation. It says, in the expectation from within, being less, counteth the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment. All right? So the hell that you're going through or you're going to go through is not as bad as we imagine it in our heads, which show you that it's the battling of spirits, the what ifs, which is a demon. And the scriptures say, cast your burdens upon the Lord, and he will sustain you. He never suffered the righteous to be moved. You got to put your full trust into Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Whatever, even when your mind is telling you, which is all spirits. I keep emphasizing that because the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. We are fighting demons, Akim. We are at a spiritual war right now. Every second, minute, hour of the day. And you got to suit up with the spiritual armor so you could be able to withstand the wiles of the devil. So when them spirits are using your voice to talk to you, you got to be able to trust in the Lord and put your faith and confidence in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and just take one step at a time, one objective at a time, one job at a time. Don't overload yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself with all the things that's going on in your life and that's about to happen. And just take one day at a time, one step at a time, one mission, one job at a time. And pretty much that's it. I pray and hope that you was edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushua, B'Shem Rakakwadash. Till next time I say shalom.